All right, the anti-colonialism euphemism is still not, there's not the pushback that is the rational pushback. Who colonized whom and when? Everybody is, one of the things that the left's weakness is just fundamental epistemology, one of the forms of knowledge that because a lot of real good solid factual information is not what they base their thinking on, that and the nuances that provides, so that at some point you kind of have to deal with humans are kind of like that, all of us, because Marxism doesn't grant that. Marxism does not grant humans are kind of like that. The issue with the biblical tradition people don't get is not everybody is a perfect hero. In fact, many of the heroes are flawed, and tragically so. That's a key. But and in Greek mythology as well, the heroes have certain tragic problems. Overcoming those is what then shows the variety of what we later end up called divine virtue, and the way that man reflects divine virtue, therefore making it a transcendental virtue, a transcendental thing. That which is good about the realm of the divine is also seen below as well in our realm, and also that shows how humans share in this thing that is divine in nature. That's how we link all these concepts and stuff like that. And so nobody's getting. Arabia's nowhere near the Mediterranean. A lot of Americans aren't getting this one. How did they get to Jerusalem? Why is the Dome of the Rock even there? Like, nobody's getting the way the Dome of the Rock is situated and why and all that. And so nobody's getting, it's like, if you're anti-colonial, you do know what you're basing the model of the kind of one of the roughest colonialistic societies that's ever happened as a mass movement, right? No, they don't. Because they don't get, like, how did Islam get there and how quickly? And then it comes down to, and so what were the founding ideas of it that made it like something that was a movement, that like became a mass movement of humanity? And that's now solidly in the realm of the critics thereof, that they've started to find a lot of the founding documents of Islam didn't come till way later, even though everyone knew how to write by then, who was of note in history from the merchant class and upward, and that there were whole schools of people who were assigned to write things down, and but yet it came hundreds sometimes of years later. Things that are supposed to be founding documents. Nobody understands, like, no, the official English translation of the Quran didn't happen until the 50s. That's how long, like, this was kind of this mysterious, isolated ideology that just shows up and crushes you and then imposes itself upon your people. And nobody wants to really deal with. You know what you're talking about when you're talking about colonization, right? And so I just find that this is just tickling my belly to see, like, everybody go places that they really have never mapped out before.